The goal of this video is to help you pack your bags efficiently when moving to the UK so you can maximize valuable luggage space by discussing what to pack when moving to the UK and top packing tips to help you avoid a stressful journey. Moving to the UK is a transformative experience, and as you prepare to embark on your journey to the UK, the art of packing becomes a crucial skill. Efficient packing would help you ensure you have everything you need and set the tone for a smoother transition into your new life here in the UK. So it is important you learn how to pack your bags when you're moving to the UK. This video will teach you how to do that because it will explore practical strategies and considerations for packing when you're moving to the UK. For the video to flow smoothly, I would first discuss traveling tips on packing your bags effectively, and then I will proceed to talk about what to pack when moving to the UK and where to put the things you pack. Now, you might be wondering where to put the things I pack. Yes. So when you're traveling, you would normally have a check-in luggage and a hand luggage. So in this video, I'll tell you what to put in your check-in luggage and I'll tell you what to put in your hand luggage. Now, your check-in luggage is the bag you have to check in when you get to the airport, and you will not have access to that bag until you get to your destination. While your hand luggage is the bag that would be with you throughout your journey until you get to your destination. So let's talk about traveling tips on packing when moving to the UK. Now, if you're an OG of this channel, you will know that I always talk about research. Now, before you start packing, conduct a thorough research. Understand the climate, the cultural norms, and the availability of goods in the UK in regards to your needs so that you know what you are bringing and what you are not bringing, and what is available in the UK for you and what is not available in the UK for you, so that it can inform what you would pack. You know, this information will guide your packing decision, help you prioritize essential items, and prevent you from wasting money. Now, I will cycle back and talk about why I said you should research to prevent you from wasting money later in the video. Now, when you're coming to the UK, you want to ensure that you come with at least a month's worth of supplies that are hard to find here in the UK. Now, you might be wondering, how will I know the supplies that I use that will be hard to find here in the UK? That's why you should do your research. Now, you want to check the UK Home Office website for restrictions on what you can and cannot bring to the UK, because yes, when you come to the UK, there's some things you can bring and some things you cannot bring. For instance, you cannot bring meat or meat products from countries outside the EU, Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, Liechtenstein, the Faroe Islands, and Greenland. And you can only bring up to 2 kg of honey or snails per person. And the snail must be preserved or shelled or cooked and prepared. Now, if you put items not allowed in the UK from your home country or exceed the limits of a particular item you are allowed to bring into the UK in your luggage, they would be seized at airports, which is just a waste of money. Also, check with the airline's website you'll be traveling with for restrictions on things you can travel with, and how to pack your bags to avoid delay at the airport or losing your personal items. For instance, there is a restriction on the quantity of liquid you can carry in your hand luggage. Again, if you exceed the limited quantity, they would be seized at the airport, which is just a waste of money. So let's say you're traveling to the UK and you have a special soap you use, and let's say that soap is a liquid soap. I would highly suggest put it in your check-in luggage and put it in your hand luggage, because if you put it in your hand luggage, it will be seized at the airport, and that's the end of your precious special liquid soap or any other liquid items that is precious to you and things like that. Another thing you want to do, this one, as soon as it happened in the airport and it was so shocking, is to research the box sizes allowed by the airline you are flying with, especially for hand luggage, because not all box sizes can be used as hand luggage. This one might be obvious, but some people don't know. Once when I was traveling by air, I once saw someone who brought a full-blown big bag, like the biggest size of bag, as hand luggage, and I was wondering, like, really, hand luggage? And then I think the person had to pay for excess luggage because he had already exceeded his check-in luggage allowance, so the hand luggage cannot just go on the plane because there was nowhere he could have put it on the plane, so he had to pay for excess luggage. Now, another thing you want to do is to organize your banking documents and inform your bank in your home country about your move if necessary, just to avoid transaction issues. Or what you want to do is to ensure that your ATM card and all of your bank details are updated and will not expire anytime soon when you are traveling to the UK, so you don't come to the UK and then start giving you a headache. Also, it's advisable to change some currencies before you arrive to have few pounds at hand for any immediate expenses until you open a local bank account for your daily transaction here in the UK. Furthermore, you can get travel insurance to cover unexpected medicals or travel related expenses. This is not a must, but some people just like to have travel insurance. I've never had travel insurance, but when my younger brother was traveling to the UK, we did travel insurance for him, because at that time when he was traveling alone and he was under 18, and to avoid stories that touches the heart, we just did travel insurance for him. Now, when you're traveling, you want to be organized just to avoid unnecessary stress and stories that touches the heart at the airport. So when you're packing your bag, you want to use transparent Ziploc bags to pack food stuff and label them to avoid stress at the airport, because when they are checking your bags at the airport, they might have cause to open your bag, and you don't want to be opening nylon, losing nylon, tying nylon. You just want it to be transparent so that they see what's inside, they see the label, and then you can move on to search other people or search other things in your bag. Please avoid packing your clothes with food stuff if possible. Dedicate a box to packing your clothes and another one for food stuff to prevent your clothes from smelling or getting damaged. Imagine putting something like palm oil in your bag full of clothes and then it spills. I think I've had people say this thing has happened to them before, that they put palm oil in their box, or maybe I watched it on YouTube and then it spilled on all their things. Like, everything was just useless, because what do you want to do? How do you want to be washing that away? Or when do you have time for all of that? And now imagine that you're coming and you have classes the next day, or you have work the next day. There's nothing for you to wear. I don't know. It can just be frustrating. So just to avoid things like this, try to pack them separately. In cases where you just have to pack your foodstuff with your clothes, please wrap them properly. For foodstuff that probably would have a thick smell, or the smell can transfer to your clothes, you can wrap it up with newspaper, wrap it up very well so that the smell does not transfer to your clothes. And if you are bringing maybe liquid stuff that can easily spill in your bag, or things that can easily spill in your bag and spoil your clothes, you want to make sure you wrap it up very, very well, just to avoid your foodstuff from damaging your clothes. Now, another thing you want to do, especially if you are traveling with your family, is to clearly label your boxes, indicate the content and the room they belong to or who they belong to. This will just streamline your unpacking process and help you find essentials quickly. So what I will usually do is I won't label them on the box, but once you open the box, there's always a label. Okay, this one is for my husband, this one is for my son, this one is for me, this is what's inside, this is what's inside, this is inside. If I'm opening the box, I know what is inside. If it's my husband opening the box, he knows what is inside. So I'll always do that inside the box, not on the box. Now, why I don't do that on the box is just for safety reasons. You don't want people knowing what is inside your box or who the box is for. Now, you also want to consider creating an inventory list to keep track of your belongings so that you know if anything goes missing during your trip. So when you get to your destination, if you open your bag and you see that something is missing, you can check your inventory check and be like, oh, I think I packed this thing. And you can call the airline and say, it's as though something has missed from my bag, and you can pick it up with the airline. Because I don't know, people that handle bags at the airports, I don't know. Some of them will steal from you, like a lot of videos online. Even from me, I've gotten to a destination when I found out that I used to have this small hair straightener, and then I got to my destination and I found that it was missing. But because it was small hair straightener, I could not just be going back and forth to the airline. I just got another one from Amazon, and I was, I needed this because I was going for an event and things like that. So just create an inventory checklist or cram everything that is in your bag on your head and be sure that you brought it and have evidence that you brought it or something, so that when you are picking up with the airline, you can say, I put this in my bag and then it went missing. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. And that you want to do is to weigh your bags. You can do this with hand scale just to stay within your luggage allowance, to avoid getting to the airport and then you are rearranging your bag. Because imagine you get to the airport now and they've allocated you 223 kg for your check-in luggage, and then each is weighing like 30 kg. And then I've seen this happen so many times in the airport, where people will start dashing people things at the airport, like all those people that help people check in and stuff. They start dashing them things at the airport, throwing things. That's just waste of money, or trying to give their relative something to take back home. If their relative is not there, they just leave it in the bin. It's just messy. So just ensure you weigh your bag. If your bag is already exceeding the 23 kg allocated allowance, I am using 23 kg because most airlines would always say 23 kg, but for some you can actually go 24 kg and they will allow you. But for some, they are really strict with that 23 kg. But it depends on the airline you're flying, so just check. And if you're flying first class, I think first class you have unlimited luggage allowance. I'm not sure. Don't quote me because I've never traveled first class, but yeah, something like that. So just to avoid that stress, please weigh your bag. If the things you're bringing to the UK is exceeding your allocated allowance, So just know that you might be paying for excess luggage, and if you don't want to pay for excess luggage, just drop it in your house and don't bother carrying it to the airport. Now, like I mentioned earlier before, for most airlines, you would be entitled to 23 kg of 2 luggages. But this does not mean that one of your bags should weigh 46 kg or exceed 23 kg. You must have 2 separate bags weighing at most 23 kg each. Now, I'm smiling when I say I'm laughing because I've done this before. So there was a time I was traveling, naive me. My bag actually weighed about something kg, but that was the only bag I was traveling with, right? And I thought, it's fine, maybe I might get to 46 kg. Shocking, when I got to the airport, I was told I had to pay for heavy bag, or this, the name they call it, meaning that although I have 23 kg allowance, I had to pay the difference. So let's say then I wasn't sure what my bag was weighing, but I knew it was way up, it was 30 something kg. So let's say my bag was weighing like 33 kg then. So I had to pay the 10 kg difference. Do you get? So that's what they wanted to do. That was how I had to walk around the airport, buy Ghana must go, open my bag at Muritala Mohammed Airport, I think it's called, in Lagos. And I started bringing stuff on my bag to the Ghana must go. It was so embarrassing. It was stressful. I was just... So please, don't be like me. Separate your bags. I know you just want to carry one bag. That's what I wanted to do. I just want to carry one bag. I packed so light. I don't want to carry one bag. But yeah, just separate your stuff and have that 23 kg, 2 23 kg bags. Now, when you're buying your bag, you want to buy a bag that is lightweight. So you want to use lightweight bags to pack your stuff when you're traveling. You don't want your bag's weight to add to the overall weight of your luggage. You don't go and buy a bag that weighs 20 kg. The only thing you'll be able to put in that bag is items that only weighs 3 kg because you're only entitled to 23 kg. So please buy lightweight bags. Now, because I said you should buy lightweight bags to pack your things, does not mean that you should go and buy flimsy bags. You want to use durable traveling bags so that your luggage does not get damaged during handling by airport staff. I don't know about you, but one thing I've noticed with airport staffs that handle people's luggages, they don't handle it with the most care. Bag. So you want to buy bags that can stand that movement. Another thing you can do is to wrap your bags at the airport for extra protection to avoid it from scratching or tearing. For those of you that used to carry expensive bags to travel, you want to wrap it up so that it doesn't tear. And even though your bag is not expensive, even though you're using the regular traveling bags and stuff like that, you just want to wrap it up so that in case your luggage is not handled properly, it will not tear. You get what I mean? So just do it. I think I'll put a picture of what I mean here. Remember when I said I had to buy Ghana I was going to the airport to divide my stuff, right? I actually paid for them to help me wrap the Ghana must go because I was like, better wrap your Ghana must go. You're on your own, no? So yeah, I did that. Now, that thing you want to do when you're planning for your relocation and buying your bags you want to use to pack your things is to buy bags with wheels so that you can easily transport them yourself. I don't know about you, but for me, I don't want to get to the UK and then I'll not be lifting heavy things. So I think when I was coming to the UK the very first time, I actually used a bag that has wheel bar. You know, I told you I had to get Ghana must go. It was stress. Immediately I got to the airport, I opened my bag and I took the bag and I put it in the bag because the bag was so big. And then I now had like one bag I could drop, but the bag was so heavy, it was hard. Please don't be like me, don't do that. Don't use one big bag. Use medium bag, 2 medium bags with wheels. Just get bags with wheels to avoid struggling at the airport lifting bags. You know, if you don't have muscle and nation, please just avoid it. And last thing you want to do when it comes to packing your bag is to mark your traveling bags for easy identification. At baggage collection, all luggages will look the same. So you want to mark your bags by tying a distinctive ribbon so you can quickly identify your bag and so that another passenger do not mistakenly carry your bag as theirs and vice versa. You do not carry somebody else's bag as your bag. I'm wondering, bag you know, you want to avoid that. And when marking your luggages for easy identification, I highly recommend you avoid writing your personal information on your luggages, such as your name, address, and phone number when you are traveling by air for safety reasons. Just put a vague, distinctive mark on your suitcases as seen on the screen for easy identification. Because 2 years ago, I made this kind of video and someone in the comment section was asking me, oh, can I write my name on my bag? I'm like, please, don't write your name on your bag, because let's avoid story that touches the heart. So please, let's be guided. A distinctive mark would do. So the next point is to ensure you pack your bags yourself, to familiarize yourself with the content that is inside your bag. Likewise, if you are helping someone carry something for someone in the UK or deliver something for someone in the UK, ensure you know what's inside that package. Because we've seen a whole lot of stories of I helped someone to carry something and it turned out to be what is not what was inside. Because the first thing immigration will ask you when you get to the airport or wherever you get to the airport and something illegal is found in your bag is, did you pack your bag yourself? If you say yes, you'll be liable for any consequences or anything. And they'll ask you, did somebody give you something? If somebody gives you something, just say yes. Don't need to lie and say everything is fine. Just say yes, because maybe they found something in your bag that was not meant to be there. Just say yes, somebody gave it to me. Because once you are honest from the upfront, it makes things easy for you. And anyway, please, let's just avoid story that touches the heart. Moving on, if you have watched this video to this point, it can only mean one thing. It means you find this video valuable. So please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and share this video with someone who is moving to the UK soon. Now, anytime I make this video, this is usually my favorite part: what to pack when moving to the UK and where to put the items you're packing. Now, let's begin with the essentials. Ensure that you pack all your necessary documents, including your passport, your visa, your travel insurance, academic or professional certificates, and any paperwork required for your stay here in the UK. You know, bring all relevant and original documents used for your UK visa application when you're traveling to the UK. If you're traveling for work or you're traveling for study, you must have all the documents used to secure your university admission or secure your job handy. Now, after you have packed all your documents, you want to organize these documents in a secure and easily accessible folder and put them in your hand luggage, not check-in luggage, hand luggage, so that you can easily access them when needed, especially if you're on a connecting flight. Now, the second thing you want to pack is your medication. This one is dear to my heart because I do have underlying medical condition that requires me to take some specialist drug, and one of that specialist drug is morphine. Now, morphine is a regulated drug. So, let me explain what you want to do in this session. Now, in the UK, irrespective of the circumstances, in short, you are dying, you are fainting, some drugs can only be bought over the counter with a prescription. And that prescription must be gotten from a GP here in the UK. So if you have any underlying medical condition and you're on a prescription medication, I beg you in the name of Jesus, I will strongly suggest, if you forget anything, don't forget this one. Come with your medication so that you have something to take in case anything happens before you register with a GP near your accommodation. Let's just avoid stories that touches the heart. Also, ensure you have a copy of your prescription with you when you're flying to the UK so that they do not get seized by immigration, especially if it's a worldwide control drug like morphine. Like I said, you might not be able to carry it along, but if you have a prescription, they'll allow you to carry it. And so that you do not get into trouble if you're carrying like a drug like morphine. Also, you want to pack basic first aid kits if necessary and tailor the first aid kit to your needs. So if you have like underlying medical condition, maybe if you're asthmatic, you want to bring your inhaler. Now, the third thing you want to pack is stationery. This one has happened to me in the airport before, where I had to waiting for someone to use their pen. It's just a waste of time. Now, when you're packing your bag, it costs you nothing to pick a pen, a biro, a jotter, and sellotape. I'll come back to the sellotape one and put them in your hand luggage. So that when you get to the airport, you can even bring 2 or 3 so that you have one that you're giving people and you have one that is in for yourself, So that writing all those stuff we used to write at the airports will be fast for you and you can move up the line with your family or with yourself, It just makes life easy when you're traveling. Now, for tape, should in case you did not hear word in this video, in the beginning of this video, and then your bag not here, you will have tape to be able to gum it. Because I've seen in the airport where someone's bag tore and it was a mess and someone had tape in hand and it was very handy to wrap. And in case someone was traveling to the UK and they did not watch my video to know that they needed to wrap their bag or use durable bag and then their bag got torn in the airport, you can also give them the tape, let's be our brother's keeper. Now, moving on to household items. Now, when we are packing to the UK, especially if we know we are not coming back to our home country anymore, packing the entire house can be tempting when you are moving. but be strategic about household items. Prioritize few kitchen essentials and sentimental items. Also, pack essentials like bedding and towels so that you have something to use for the first few days when you arrive. But remember that these things are available in the UK, so just pack 1 or 2 pieces to save you valuable space in your luggage. Don't pack the whole of your house. In the UK, we have things. You don't need to pack the whole of your house. Just pack few sentimental things. Start declutter, give people your stuff, because you're not coming back to your home country to use that thing. And bringing it to the UK will just cost you money. You buy new ones there, declutter, give people for free or sell it. Don't pack all your house and come to the UK. Now, for kitchen essentials, if you're particular about certain kitchen items, consider packing a few of them, and a quick Google research of do they have this in the UK will tell you whether we have this in the UK or not, because most kitchenwares can be easily purchased locally here in the UK. And if you are bothered about the money, because obviously when you move to the UK as an immigrant, not all of us have the best of finances, because it costs a whole lot to move to the UK, especially if you're studying, even if you are working. Say there are other things you want to use money for than buying things. You can always shop from the charity shop near you, and there's Facebook Marketplace where people give people things for free. You can use that for the meantime until you settle down and you're able to buy nice kitchen stuff for yourself. Likewise, if there are any specific cultural or sentimental household items that would bring you comfort, consider bringing them, just to make your new living space here in the UK feel like home. Although you don't want to pack your entire house, but there are some things that are of sentimental value to you. Consider bringing them. The 5th thing you want to pack is your clothes and footwear. In the UK, you would experience 4 different types of weathers: winter, summer, autumn, and spring. And you would have to dress accordingly, because if you don't dress accordingly, either you feel too hot or you feel too cold. So this means you would have to buy clothes based on the season. So what you want to do, especially if you're coming from a tropical country like Nigeria, just pack a few clothes. But pack a well-balanced selection of clothes suitable for all seasons, depending on where you're coming to the UK. Include layers, waterproof jackets, winter jackets, underwears, a few clothes, comfortable walking shoes, and formal or native attire if you need it for work or for special occasions. This versatility would prepare you for the unpredictable British weather, because UK weather very unpredictable. Likewise, if you're coming from a tropical country like Nigeria, they will say, pack tutu wambe, there's cold where you're going to. Just tell mommy and daddy or whoever is packing with you that don't worry. Let me just take a few basics so that I'll have space to put other things. You are packing all your life in like 3 suitcases. That's your hand luggage, your 2 check-in bags. So you want to be strategic about what you pack, and you want to pack productively. So in the UK, you buy a lot of winter jackets and things like that, and you don't need to bring all your needs, because you will not even wear it when you come. Trust me. Just bring 1 or 2. Give your sisters, your brothers, give people around you, give charities, sell some. You don't need to pack all your box of clothes and become, because when you even come to the UK as an immigrant, you would have to move a lot. You want to make yourself mobile, to move quickly. You don't want to be worrying about all your 1 million boxes you pack. You want to be able to move light. The 6th thing you want to bring is food and spices. Now, refrain from bringing heavy food like yam and rice. Why bring yam, rice, potatoes? Why? Tell me, why? We have it in the UK. Rice is cheap, potatoes is cheap, yam expensive. But if you go to the wholesale market, yam is cheap here in the UK. So just bring light spices, light food that, so that your bag will not weigh too much. Now, for those who will not be staying with family and friends when they first arrive to the UK, you want to pack a few processed food like maybe Golden Morn or cornflakes, add cup, spoon, plate, and a water bottle to your luggage so that you have something to eat when you arrive. Trust me. When I first came to the UK, I didn't do this. Nonsense similar. So don't be like me, pack some processed food. Also, pack a few of your favorite non-perishable comfort foods to make the UK feel like home when you first arrive. Consider bringing cultural or sentimental food that holds some kind of value to you or that you like to eat. This item can provide a sense of familiarity and comfort during your initial adjustment period. Moving on to toiletries, and now you want to come with your unique hair and skincare products if you have any, because getting them in the UK might be tricky. You want to bring your wigs, your hair extension, and your hygiene products. You know, when you arrive to the UK, you want to look put together when it's time for you to go in for your job if you came here on a work visa, and when it's time for you to go to school, you just want to look put together. So bring some of those products. Now we have hygiene products here in the UK. Don't pack the whole of the hygiene product from your home country and be bringing it into the UK. Just one or two is fine. Now you want to put your toiletries, skincare products, and hair care products in your check-in luggage, because some of these products may not be allowed in your hand luggage because of their liquid quantity or content. Now, if you are that kind of person that likes to, freshen up before you land, just want to look good, you can get travel size hygiene products. So if you must put these hygiene products in your hand luggage, just get them in travel size, and then the main ones put it in your check-in luggage, because the travel size hygiene products are designed in a way that they comply with airport restrictions on what you can put in your hand luggage. So yeah. Moving on, let's talk about money. Having some local currency on hand for immediate expenses upon arrival is important. However, avoid high denominations like the £50. Only travel with an amount of money you can declare at the airport. Do not travel with too much money, and put your money in your hand luggage. Please don't put your money on check-in luggage because they might steal it. Another thing you want to do is you can open a domiciliary account in your home country and put the money inside. You don't need to be traveling with thousands and thousands of pounds because they might steal it, and then what do you now do? Let's go about the last but not the least thing, to pack. I think in the other video I made on how to pack your bag to avoid stress, I missed this, so this is a good time for me to add this in this video. Bonus point for you guys. So that will be electronics and adapters. Now the UK uses a different electrical system, but the UK and Nigeria have similar electrical systems. So if you are coming from Nigeria, you might not have issues, but if you are coming from any other country that might have different electrical system, you would have to do some things. So given the difference in electronic systems, you want to bring voltage converters for your electronic devices. Also remember to bring the necessary adapters to charge your devices without inconveniences. Consider bringing essential electronics like laptops, cameras, and mobile phones, and you want to place your electronic in your hand luggage, not in your check-in luggage. Please don't go and put your camera, your phone, and your laptop in your check-in luggage, because it might get damaged or it might get stolen. Put it in your check-in luggage so that you are looking at it, it's looking at you throughout your trip. And don't forget to pack chargers for your devices, like maybe your phone and your laptop, and put them in your check-in luggage, so that if you need to charge your phone on the plane, there are plugs you can use to charge your phone on the plane. And when you arrive to the UK, if your phone is dead, you are on a 6 hours, some people even 12 hours flight, 15 hours flight, and things like that, your phone battery might not stand the test of time during that, and you might be pressing your phone, maybe you are bored. Now don't forget to pack your charger in your hand luggage. To summarize this video, packing for an international move such as moving to the UK requires careful consideration and planning. But by researching your destination, prioritizing essentials, staying organized, and packing thoughtfully, you would be well prepared for the challenge and the delight that awaits you here in the UK. Please do not pack your entire house. I know it might be enticing, but please do not do that. Just remember to stay flexible and pack purposefully to make your new chapter here in the UK a truly enriching experience. Safe travels.